So I reckon Grand Promenade's got the race in the bag here. And 15 units to win on Lindout. Hello everyone, welcome back to another big race day preview. We're previewing Caulfield today for Saturday, and the meeting's very hard, but we're going to try and find a few winners like last week, and let's get straight on with it. Race 1 is a 2-year-old filly's handicap over the 1100 metres, and Zapatio is the $2.80 favourite, one of the Godolphin horses. Vianello is also at $5, with Vivian at $5 as well down the bottom. We're going to have a look at Vianello and Vivian's last start efforts. This was in a Caulfield race behind Jigsaw over the same distance. Vianello finishes in front of Vivian on this occasion, but Vivian raced 3 wide without cover, so it had excuses. Vianello was probably on the preferred ground on the day, so I think Vivian should have finished in front of Vianello on this occasion, but Vianello on the weekend is drawn inside of Vivian, so it'll get the better run. Ben Mellum is always trustworthy for me. He always pops up with a win every now and again, and it's a tough way to start the day, but I'm with Vianello over Vivian. Either of them can win. Vivian gets Jamie Carr the first time as well, so it could win. Zapatio, good debut win. Damien Oliver goes on, and Gate 4 is a good gate, so it's a good chance. And Shame for Fame is at $8. Won its maiden last start and did it very well. From Gate 6 will get back and be running on. But I think Vianello maybe to kick us off in Caulfield Race 1. Race 2 is a 3-year-old Colton Geldings handicap over the 1100 metres, and Deep Speed is the $2.60 favourite, ahead of All of Brighton there at $4.40. A quick look at the speed map. Deep Speed should probably go to the fence and lead. Zipping Boy will be right there, probably box seating. I reckon Brazen Bully gets a really good run. Pioneer River might get trapped on the inside if Brett Preble wants to go to the inside. Sacred Palace and also All of Brighton will be getting right back in the field and having to make a very good run on. This is the recent jump out effort of Deep Speed on the synthetic at Ballarat. I'm not going to read too much into this jump out because it did well last preparation. Last preparation it won its maiden at Morfettville. It's won at Moonee Valley before. It's run in 2 listed races last preparation, one on VRC Sprint Classic Day, so that's good form lines. I think it'll get its own time in front, and hopefully it can kick on and be too strong. I can understand why it's the favourite. All of Brighton's in there for second. If they overdo it up front, All of Brighton will be the winner. There's just no question. It'll be running on from the back. Zipping Boy gets Gate 3. Good win last start, but faces a really big rise up in the weights, so it's a query. And Pioneer River can easily win, but it's just a matter of what run it gets. Deep Speed is on top. Caulfield Race 2. Race 3 is a benchmark 78 over the 1100 metres, and Zorro's Dream is the $4 favourite, ahead of Whip Cracker Way at $4.20, and they head the market clearly. We're having a look at the speed map. I think it'll just be medium to fast pace. Calcani Royale should shoot through. I think Whip Cracker Way should get a pretty good run. Meteorite's going to have to slot in, as will Montenegro Man. Zorro's Dream might get buried on the inside. It's going to have to find some clear luck in running, and Lavina is a pretty good horse as well. This is a recent effort of Zorro's Dream down the straight at Flemington over the 1,000 metres, a race won by Express Pass. There's already been a winner come out of this race. High Risk won yesterday at Sandown, so it's good form lines. It went to the inside on this occasion, and of course, down the straight you want to be on the outside, so it draws Gate 6 on Saturday, so hopefully he can get to the outside on that occasion. Will Price claims 1.5, so Zorro's Dreams is on top for me, and I'm just hearing that Whip Cracker Way's out, so scratch that off. Calcani Royale from Gate 1 will go forward, so it's a pretty good chance, and La Bella Costa at a price will come in now because of Whip Cracker Way's scratching, should be going well, so 15 units to the win on Zorro's Dream in this race. Whip Cracker Way's out, and I've just read that, so sorry. But Zorro's Dream is in there. I think it can win Race 3. Race 3 is a 3-year-old filly's handicap over the 1100 metres again, And Sugartown is the $4.60 favourite ahead of Zesty Bell at $6, and Ocean's Gen down there is at $8. They're going to go pretty hard here. I'm expecting the Tasmanian horse Right Den Blitz and Miss Divine M to probably come across. Lady Cumberland should be up there with High Sun. Continuance should get a good run. Archer Peter Beach will get a good run with Sugartown as well. And Ocean's Gem will be getting back in the field. Astronomica will be on the inside. This is a recent effort of Sugartown. This was 2 runs ago in its preparation at Geelong. It was a lower class race, but it won by 2 lengths, beat More Wanted, who's actually a pretty good horse. It snuck up on the inside here, so probably saved a length and did this well. It's had a run since this down the straight at Flemington, and it just did not handle the straight, so I didn't want to show that replay. Draws a good gate. Jamie Carr on. Hopefully this can be a 100th winner. And 15 units to win on it. Continuance is my value pick of the race. The only query is that it's off a little bit of a break, but I think its form is superior to the rest of these and can go well. 5 units each way on it. Zesty Bell might be trapped a bit wide and back, but it can run on and win. And High Sun was a last start winner at Caulfield at a big price, so it can win as well. Race 5 is a benchmark 78 over the 2,000 metres, and Over the Sky is the $3.50 favourite. Jamie Carr again. Zakaz is also at $6 up there. The speed map says that Falls and Nudge Bar should probably go to the lead. J-Rod 2 could kick up from gate 3. Turidin and Over the Sky both get really good runs. King's Full, Chuckaluck will be up there. Relucent gets a really good run as well. And Zakaz will be getting right back with Shakespeare and making their runs together. This is a recent effort of Falls and Turidin at Sandown, and of course this was the day where it was advantageous to be the leader, and Falls was the leader and kicked on and won here. Turidin's a real wet tracker. It was probably close to the fence, so it made ground. It'll be fitter for this run, Turidin. Ben Mellum goes on, gets gate 4. It'll probably be soft 5, probably a good 4, so that suits it as well. And I think at $7.50 it's a worthy price. Over the Sky could win. It's just coming off a hard run race over the 2,000 metres on a heavy track at Caulfield, and it's basically on a 2-week backup, so it's a little query. King's Fall, I'm not giving up on it. It was a good run at last start considering it ran 9th, and at $71 it's worth a little play. Draws gate 2. Shakespeare gets 51 kilos, and that's why I'm not giving up on it. Gate 15, but I'm with Turidin in this race. Race 6 is a 3-year-old handicap over the 2,000 metres, and Red Santa, coming down from Sydney, is the $3.70 favourite ahead of Namakwa down there, up there at $4.60. Namakwa's going to get trapped out wide early. I think Montier should go forward to lead. Red Santa could even kick up from that gate. I reckon Flossing gets a really good run. Vibrant Glider's going to have to slot in somewhere as well. Stats and ZX will be running on from the back as well, but I think the main chances in the market are up the front. We're going all the way to Maui for this race, and it's Flossing. This comes out of a benchmark 64 over 1,600 metres, and I like the way it's stuck on here. Now, Nudge Bar is a really good horse. It's also running on Saturday, but not in this race. Flossing did well to run on here. I think it was an on-speed day as well, so I think Flossing did well to stick on as well as it did. And I think gate 6, Craig Newitt's in good form. 4th up, hitting peak fitness, $8, pretty good. It's a hard day, remember. Red Santa, it's just drawn the wrong part of the track, and coming down from Sydney, jet lag maybe, I don't know. Myers Reward, I'm not giving up on it either. Gate 3 will need some luck, but I think its first up run was good enough to win this type of race, and the Mac was just going to get stuck out wide, but it's got superior form to the rest of them. Race 7 is a benchmark 84 over the 1,700 metres. Chief Altoni is the $4 favourite ahead of Thought of That and Think and Fly, both at $5. We look at the speed map now. Strategic Phil and Vegas Knight will be trapped out wide, so might even push on to lead. Jittery Jack won't hold up the fence though. Ballet Master and Thought of That will both get really good runs. I think maybe Think and Fly will be getting back here. Chief Altony might get stuck on the inside, so I think it's going to have to be a pretty good ride from Thomas Stockdale for Chief Altony's going to win. But this is a recent effort of Chief Altony on the Lakeside track at Sandown. Beat horses like Face Mask and De Niro here, Mrs. Beckham. So it did well to win this race. It should have won at Flemington 2 starts ago, but it got held up. I like Chief Altoni as a horse because it always does really well. It doesn't finish worse than 4th. Gate 5, it's up in grade, but I reckon it's ready to take the step up in grade. And if Thomas Stockdale can give it a peach of a ride, it'll be winning 15 units to win on Chief Altony. Think It and Fly protested unsuccessfully last start against De Graves at Flemington, but it'll be hitting peak fitness. Thought of that, it'll be fit a second up, and Jamie Carr sticks with it. Ballet Master also gets a good run up on speed and is a last start winner at Caulfield. But I'm with Chief Altony in race 7 at Caulfield. I reckon it's a really good play. 15 units to win on it at $4. Race 8 is the Group 3 Wait for Age Sir John Monash Stakes over the 1100 metres. Malkovich is the $2.80 favourite and Villamai is at $4. It's not really a Group 3 field, it's more of a listed handicap field. But anyway, Villamai will go forward and Malkovich will probably be in the 1 out 1 back position if Jamie Carr can do well. Viridine's going to get a really good run with I Am Someone. Order of Command might get trapped out wide, and William Thomas is going to get trapped on the fence. We're going to see how that goes. But this is a trial in Sydney of Villamai. Again, I'm not reading too much into the trials because last preparation, Villamai did lots of things right. It was a Sydney horse. It came down here on occasions. It lost to Ancestry down here, but it beat California Zimble up in Sydney. It's a good horse. Damien Thornton goes on. From gate 9 will push on and probably sit outside Ashlaw or maybe even go to the lead. It's a really fast horse and it loves first up 4 starts for 3 wins, so it's a good horse. Malkovich was a last start winner, drops in weight. J Carr first time. It could easily win, but it's against horses like Villamai and Viridine and not Esther La Rocca, so yeah. That's Malkovich. Viridine is a good horse, a class horse, but is really high in the weights. And I Am Someone. It's $81, but I wouldn't write it off. It's going to get a good run, and it'll be finishing strong. It's the first Blake Booker alert that we've had. It's the horses from the Horses to Follow section of the Raceday reviews I do now. And Viral is the horse we're focusing on. Race 9 at Caulfield, it races in. And is it a back horse or a no back horse on the weekend? I'm going to say no back. It draws gate 15 and it's got to carry 62 kilos. So I'm writing it off. Probably next start when it draws better and drops in weight, it'll be a better chance. Race 9 is a benchmark 84 over the 1400 metres. Fundraiser is at $5.50 on this page. Grinzing Ali is the $3.40 favourite, and Scantude on this page is also at $4.60. Shot of Irish and Titan Blinders should lead a fast run race. Do you reckon he'll get a good run? I think Grinzing Ali and Scantude get the runs of the race. Viral and Fundraiser might be trapped out wide. King Magnus gets a really good run as well. Mr. Exclusive will also be in there with King Magnus as well back there. This is an effort of Grinzinger Ali last preparation. I think it was in about January or February. Fundraiser set a fast speed here and Grinzinger Ali picked it up and did really, really well. It's first up on the weekend, Grinzinger Ali, and maybe it'll be better suited second up, but first up it's usually a good horse. Hopefully this is Jamie Carr's 101st win, Metro win, because she can get up some other horses on the day, but I like Grinzinger Ali, 20 units to win on it. It's nearly my best of the day, probably even my best of the day. Scantoon's also a very good horse and is 1-2 on the trot. A Moody Bay, it might not get the best run, but I reckon it's over the odds at $34, and I've got to chuck Viral in there just cause it's one of the horses to follow. But Grinzinger Ali I'm very happy with, 20 units to win on it. I think it's going to be the way to kick you out at Caulfield.